Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach week 15, and we've got a big matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to Otten. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to find Isabella and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Okay, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake, Cousins. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. He completes it to Evans. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Cousins now. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing Jones. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants at 2-11 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you meant.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. They go play action. Cousins. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action, Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Throw left side complete to Isabella. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. On the move past the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones' throw here taken in by Isabella. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 4th down, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Barkley bringing in yet another completion. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy. The guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll run for it with Barkley. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker. Give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got Otten. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Cousins to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. And sacked back at the 2. Tyus Bowser make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's Jackson to return. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cousins with a give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Cousins throw on target to Godwin here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
A first down throw for Cousins. This one taken in by Otten. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10.
Now Cousins. And a catch right side by Evans. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Ready, break! On the ball!
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now this pass into the... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa.
Yeah.